right, everybody, welcome back to another video in the series, my video submissions for a loan. This is right at the beginning of entering the bush, very dense boreal forest, northern Alberta, Canada. No evergreens available here. This is all poplar and birch stand. So I've just located a spot. I'm not going to use any modern tools, just as you would on a loan, and start packing down snow for a teepee. All right, let's get at it. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see.
There's some pretty easy ways to do this. I could have simply brought a shovel into the bush. But if I was in a situation where I would have to do this for survival, I don't think I would have a shovel with me. So onward and upward. This is definitely some good high ground in the area here. Just off to the front of me here, there's a substantial amount of game movement. I noticed not only deer, but there's quite a bit of rabbit sign around here and game bird. So hopefully we get lucky. Man, the snow is deep, you guys. I feel like I'm in the western edge of British Columbia. This is crazy. Just imagine how hard it is for the wildlife this year to be moving through this. I mean, mind you, they have 4 legs. I only have 2. So I'm gonna have to do some more snow removal after this. This will just allow me to get down to the base of everything that I need to cut, as well as room to walk. I mean, good half hour in this stuff and you're exhausted. Can't you tell by how I'm breathing? And again, I keep saying it, but very sorry for the sunglasses. The fact of the matter is, if I wasn't to wear them, I wouldn't be able to film. Have to work on these primitive glasses as soon as I can. But in a survival situation, I think we need to follow the rule of order, being shelter, water, fire. And I say it in that way because specifically winter survival around here, your number one source of water is always going to be snow. Unless you have 3 days to chop through 4 feet of ice, which most of us do not. All right. Well, get rid of some of the snow. I'd much rather do it before I get my TP frame up. Obviously, we don't want a ton of snow in the shelter. It would just get too soft with the indoor fire and make a hell of a mess. So let's go. Now, I think the best way to do this with no shovel, start in the middle, slowly working as much snow to the outside here as possible. And then once I get my structure up and tarped in, I should be able to use a lot of the snow to again backfill onto the sides of my teepee and add a little bit of extra insulation. Let me tell you, this is not easy. Here's hoping we find some good food later to replenish all these calories I'm burning. You know, I'm absolutely pleased to be doing this. I've been such a fan and follower of the show ever since it started out. You know, I'm not a professional survivalist. I'd say I'm more of a survival enthusiast. Most of my knowledge came through education while I was in school in Whitehorse, Yukon. So those skills have really stayed with me throughout the years, and had some good chances to use them in real life scenarios and some of my own survival expeditions. Oh man, this is hard work. All right, keep going. Now, I do also think that it's important to note that when you're outside in the wintertime, especially in the wintertime, it's really important to layer your clothing. As you can notice, I've already removed my jacket. I'm burning calories, I'm creating heat, and the last thing I want to do is sweat. It's very, very important. All right, guys, we're making progress here. Again, we don't need to get this all the way to the ground. The most important part is we can get a nice level working area and a decent floor for inside the teepee. All right, so got two decent poles here for this teepee structure. Now, instead of just gassing myself out and getting all this stuff here first, I'm gonna work on these two poles, give myself a bit of a break. So one thing I'm gonna do is I've lined these two poles up to the same length at the butt. So I'm gonna cut to equal length. So I got two poles, same size. Then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna delimb these trees, because with a teepee structure, if you wrap a tent on or a tarp on that, it's gonna rip, right? One little breeze and flap and it's gonna be done. So gotta do our best to really clean them up. So get at it. Gotta roll them over. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, that one's good. This one. Obviously, always swinging an axe in a safe direction. I don't know how many times I've seen people swinging like that and then they miss and contact the shin. Trust me, it's not fun. All right, so I got these two. Time to find one more tree. Let's go.